The movie opens with a battle unfolding between two kingdoms. One of the kingdoms was named Ying, while the other was named Yao. After winning the fight, Ying intends to conquer the entire world. It indicates that they have bad intentions, whereas the people of another kingdom, Yao, were peaceful. That's why they want to bring peace to the world. The Yao kingdom's general's name was Xiangying, and defeating him was the most difficult. Because a blue dragon used to live in his body, no one could defeat him because of that dragon's power. Actually, the name of blue dragons was Cyan Dragons, which is the name of the film as well. For many generations, the Cyan Dragons have resided in the Lin family. They used the Lin people's bodies as a host. Now, the Cyan Dragon was in the body of Xiangying. That's why he was quite powerful, because Xiangying Yao kingdom was about to win the war. Before they could fully win the war, the people of the Ying kingdom arrived to fight, armed with special powers. They have turned to the board of Yao kingdom. Because the people of Ying kingdom, those have come to fight, has called a special dragon from underground, who killed the entire army of Yao with a single attack. As they are being defeated, Xiangying has called the strength of the Cyan Dragon to defeat them. He quickly killed the underground dragon and pushed him down from the sky using his abilities. The terror of this monster isn't the only thing that the Yao army is afraid of. That Ying's army has many powers alike. They are killing the people of Yao kingdom by using their power. Only Xiangying has the ability to fight the Ying army. As a result, he was unable to save his people, and another dragon rose from the ground during this time to battle Xiangying, and Xiangying has been injured by him. When a soldier from their army sees Xiangying injured, he rushes to his help. Because Xiangying believes he is about to die, he draws out the dragon's power and gives it to Liu. The man who has come to save Xiangying tells Liu that he should take this power and go to the city. And after going there, meet my sister Si-Tu Deng. He couldn't understand what to do. Whether he should leave the war on Xiangying's instructions or fight to save himself and the others. After Xiangying's request, he rides his horse to the location where he must meet Si-Tu Deng. The scene cuts and we see Si-Tu Deng, who was getting fighting training from some of the people. After watching her, we can see that she, like her brother, has special fighting skills. She is undergoing training so that, like her brother, she may have the ability to save herself, the Cyan Dragon, and the kingdom. Later, we see Liu has also reached here and he tells Si-Tu Deng that General Xiangying has sent him. Liu has something that he wants to show Si-Tu Deng. Liu has given her the dragon from his body. However, the dragon emerges for a short while before absorbing into Liu's body. Si-Tu Deng was shocked when he sees this, because the Lin family has always been trusted by these dragons. Liu, on the other hand, was not from the Lin family. Later, she takes Liu to a mystery temple and informs him of the struggle. For generations, war has been fought between the kingdoms of Yin and Yao. She says that the Yin kingdom has long desired to occupy this kingdom. The Yao kingdom, on the other hand, is always trying to save this world. That's why Lin's family used to be the king of the Yao family. Cyan Dragon has chosen him by considering him his host for his powers. That he wants to consume his powers through the body of Lin's family. She tells him that the story wasn't ended here. When this power was transferred to my brother after going through everyone, he couldn't handle it well due to the weakness of these powers in the war. Cyan Dragon transformed into a tiny blue dragon. Later, Si-Tu Deng holds a stone at the temple and uses it to free the dragon from Liu's body. She becomes surprised to see that the Cyan Dragon wasn't ready to come out. Si-Tu Deng was shocked when she saw this. As I previously stated, the Cyan Dragon does not trust anyone except the Lin family. He has been living with the Lin family for a long time, but Cyan Dragon has chosen someone else as their host by leaving Lin's family. Later, after seeing this, Si-Tu Deng asks Liu to stay at her house. Later, the scene shifts and we see Si-Tu Deng to the Ying Kingdom's king. There he comes to know that her brother has died. After his death, the dragon has now vanished. On the other hand, we see Liu in Si-Tu Deng's house, where he emerges the dragon from his body. They both talk to each other, but Liu doesn't understand the dragon. The scene again shifts on Si-Tu Deng. King was consulting with others about what they should do to end the battle. Si-Tu Deng says, "Despite my brother's passing, the dragon within him has not disappeared. It indicates our abilities haven't worn off yet," and she informs everyone that the dragon has moved on to a new host that was fighting in the same war for Yao Kingdom. After listening to her, everyone laughs. because they believe that only the Lin family is capable of handling Cyan's powers. With the help of their fighting skills, they believe that if the dragon chooses an ordinary man as his host, that man could end the dragon's powers because he couldn't handle Cyan's powers and will ruin things. And everyone will have the danger of this. During their conversation, C2 Deng again speaks and tells King that they have to keep on fighting against the Yin Kingdom, because we still have the powers of the dragon. King ignores them all and orders Shan to go to the battlefield. After arriving home, C2 Deng informs Leo that we would be fighting at the border once more. Leo requests C2 Deng to teach him some skills to control the powers of dragon. Later, we see them crossing the journey of border. On the way, C2 Deng has given Leo training on his request. We learn afterwards that they had chosen to spend the night at an abandoned house. Instead of taking a rest, Leo has continued his training. While Leo and C2 Deng were resting, at midnight the powerful soldiers of Yin Kingdom has attacked them. They've come to steal the dragon's powers from the Leo. They're all lined up in front of them, ready to fight. C2 Deng prevents them from entering, but a man manages to reach Leo in some way. After using all of his powers, he attempts to eliminate all of the dragon's powers within Leo, as Leo doesn't know the control of dragon powers. That's why he was powerless, and the dragon's powers were getting out from him. Before all the powers would emerge out from his body, a companion of C2 Deng sacrifices his life in order to save Leo and the power of his dragon. As a result, C2 Deng has won in this conflict. All of her soldiers have died in this war and she was also injured. After a long time, we observe Leo regaining his senses. When he notices the dead troops all around him, he gets shocked. After hearing this, all of his courage disappears as he realizes that they all died to save Leo. Leo requests that C2 Deng return home, because he believes he will lose his Cyan Dragon's powers. As a result, they will be unable to fight the kingdom of Ing, and their kingdom will lose. C2 Deng doesn't like his idea. She tells him not to give up because you have extraordinary powers. You just know how to use them properly. She tells him that it doesn't matter if he gives up, it's just that she will never give up. Because I know this kingdom has sacrificed many lives to save this kingdom, including my brother. Would you let these sacrifices of dead people go to waste? She asks Leo. Those who have given their lives in order to save you and the Cyan Dragon. C2 Deng faints from fatigue while saying this. After a while, Leo wraps her wounds with bandages and we view the scene the next day. Their C2 Deng was completely recovered. Leo brings some apple for her to eat. Despite having dragon power, she informs Leo that she will not compel him to fight if he does not want to. You are free to return home if you so desire. But she tells him that if you go, I could never go, because I'm the last girl of Lin family and I have to save Cyan Dragon and this country. Leo was happy that C2 Deng hasn't forced him to fight, but was sad that many people have sacrificed their lives for him. C2 Deng and Leo went their separate ways the next day. On the journey, Leo has the feeling that he has left C2 Deng. He shouldn't do this because she was battling heroically against the Lin Kingdom's people. We have seen the power of Cyan Dragon in her hands. After defeating the soldiers of Kingdom, she has to face a giant creature. In front of her, C2 Deng's abilities were ineffective. Fighting was difficult for C2 Deng. Leo has entered to help C2 Deng, but the dragon was strong. With a single attack, he had thorn both of them. C2 Deng awakens later, and the beast transforms into dust as a result of her strike. Transferring in the dust wasn't a sign of his death, rather, the dragon had trapped C2 Deng and was used to stab her in the backside. As a result of his death in front of Leo, C2 Deng grew depressed. The dragon's inner powers emerge as a result of his sadness. Later, we witness Leo flying across the sky, and after his departure, a dragon mark is made in the sky. It implies that all of Cyan Dragon's powers have been restored. That was lost by a general in a war. Now Leo with the powers of dragon again comes to the battlefield. After coming down, he fights all people of Ing Kingdom and kills them. But the war hasn't ended yet because another dragon comes from underground. This dragon has troubles Leo, but he wasn't to give up. He sneaks away and, after grabbing his weapon, attacks the dragon's heart while fleeing. The dragon died as a result of this. The king of Ing Kingdom was the one who was rescued. He was successful in bringing peace to the world after killing him. He decides to take the body of C2 Deng in the city after winning the war. She died on the battlefield during the battle. We should never underestimate somebody, as this film tells us. Everyone thinks Leo to be inferior, and they believe that only the Ing family is capable of controlling the Cyan's dragon powers. Because the Ing clan is the most powerful and respected. This film and Leo's character show that a powerful person is one who battles and uses his strengths. As Leo has saved this kingdom after fighting with everyone. The film ends here. Thanks for watching.